In the beginning, there was just audio.
Did you hear me scoff at that?
In the beginning, there was sound, and then they added video. It's time once again for Cheers.
Eat, drink, and eat others! Wow, we did not practice that.
Oh, man.
I love it.
Every time.
I leave.
Technical difficulties. There we are.
A few technical difficulties.
Woo woo.
I leave for a month, and the show
And it
just
all-
goes to shit.
I
Actually, it was
understand.
way better when you left. We drank beer.
We did.
Thanks.
I was gonna do
Cerveza.
cocktails tonight, but
Where's your
what?
Your cocktail shaker?
Cocktail shaker.
Where's your
We're not doing
cocktail shaker?
cocktail. We'll do cocktails next
Why don't
time.
we just briefly
Nice.
try that again? Here's the official intro, and then we could actually go back to where we were supposed to go.
I think he's trying to
that.
cue us.
Oh.
Oh.
There we are.
And I'm Jody Ganzik.
I'm.
I'm Meschelle Hornstein.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go
no,
ahead,
ladies
Pushy.
first.
Oh, right. You're lit.
Age before beauty.
She's Nathan Trainer.
Nathan Trainer is across from me.
That's me.
And I am Claudine Wessel.
Yep.
And this is the show that is normally a train wreck.
Clearly, we are.
anyway.
You're
Trainer.
welcome.
And now you can see all the shenanigans going on. And we want to remind you we're brought to you by a few different organizations. You can get a free audiobook from our partner Audible at audibletrial.com/QTalk America. We'll tell you more about that later in the show. Of course, we're brought to you by our local friends at Aunt Rita's Foundation, of which we're participating in their Save Her Life event locally. If you wish to donate, of course, they would love it, even if you're not in the local area. SaveYourLifePhoenix.org. And our event coming up less than 2 weeks from tonight, on the 26th, where you can actually come, hang out, have some food, have some wine, have some champagne, and check out the studio and check out Clayton's Crazy Train Wreck show. And that's going to be a good time.
Are there going to be strippers?
No.
not coming.
Unless you bring them, Meschelle.
Well,
You can invite them.
hey,
Yeah.
ooh.
Hey.
They're not on the
Ooh.
agenda yet. And not referring
Like
to
the show,
not
the
referring to the agenda
With Calf?
Yeah.
Sup, Calf?
Coming up 7:30 tonight. So, anyways,
Oh, boy.
Get through a show without
Oh,
the
my
obligatory.
goodness.
Grinder and Calf.
Yes.
Those
Yeah.
so Nathan, you were back. You were gone.
I'm back.
for a while.
Yeah.
What the heck were you doing?
Last time, where was I at Pink? Is
I
that
think
the
you were
night
at
that?
Pink,
Yeah. Amazing show.
You're a real
Yeah.
hooker.
No, it
No.
wasn't Pink. It was something else.
No,
It was something
pink.
work related.
No, it was a work thing. Boring.
Yeah.
No, we're not talking about
Boring.
2 times ago it was
it.
pink.
2 times. No, because Pink was after that. We canceled last month's show and moved it to another date.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right.
Okay.
Whatever.
Really, I don't think the listeners
Nobody
really
cares
care.
about
They don't. They've already
I,
turned
on
it
behalf
off.
of the
They're
one
just
listening
like,
in the
they're
room.
done.
They're like, is anyone drunk yet? Because we need to be.
Yeah.
Let's tip it back, actually.
Tip it
Yeah,
back.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
So yes, we missed
So-
you last show.
Well, thank you.
Well,
But we did kind of go rogue and
I'm-
have some beer.
I heard.
some brews.
I listened to the show. It sounded like a lot of fun.
It was.
It was.
Joe, we need to talk about your wine consumption and storage.
We
but
do.
We'll,
Yes,
we'll
we
get back to
do.
that.
Yeah, we.
I mean, unless you want to make your own custom
I'm
blend of
realizing-
barefoot vinegars, that's okay.
I'm realizing more and more that I just don't really know a lot.
We're gonna
It's
get you
fine.
there.
It's
One of
okay.
these
We're gonna
days.
get there,
You
yeah.
should. Too bad we didn't have video then, because the
know.
look on my face when he said,
I've been
was like,
drinking the same wine for 5 days.
Yeah, just had it in my refrigerator since
Corking
last
in.
month. It was good.
That
little
was
tangy.
historically that was the last bottle I had at home.
Yeah.
"Yeah,
I got to restart that whole thing.
Yes, we need
and
to
do a
get
little
you,
faster. Yeah,
yeah."
invite
Just
friends
get wasted.
over.
Nah,
Yes,
dog.
you
Just
need-
slug it
There's
down
nothing wrong with drinking a bottle of wine a night.
by yourself.
And after the past
Every
couple
night?
weeks, yeah,
cry.
I probably should.
And listening to
corner.
Barry Manilow.
Chain smoke.
That would be you, my friend.
Hey,
That would be
ooh.
your
Wait.
Saturday night.
So Nathan, so what the heck are we? What's our first wine that we're drinking
Our
here?
first one. Well, so as some of you heard today, we have a new pope, and being a devout
Some of us.
Catholic, I'm not.
She's a liar. She lies.
Decided to do some Argentinian wines.
Okay.
The first one we're drinking in honor of Pope Francis.
Not related to the restaurant.
Yeah, previously known as Jorge.
Or George.
Or Georgie.
Or something else entirely.
Yeah, there's lots of names for that pope, but we won't get into that.
Yep.
We'll let the agenda handle that.
Right.
Yes.
Nice.
So we're drinking a 2009 Torrontes from Mendoza, which Mendoza is probably the most well-known area, wine region of Argentina. And I thought, since it's going to be 90 here in Phoenix.
It was today.
I think it was.
Did it hit 90
Boo.
today?
I was writing in it.
Oh.
Oh my.
Sounds scandalous.
Decided to start with a white. And Torrontes is actually this varietal is the only unique varietal to Argentina. There is a Torrontes from Spain, but they are not closely related. And this is a great spring summer wine, very aromatic, very
It really
acidic,
It really
very
goes
fruit
with-
forward. So
I don't know.
would really go well with
Hot
salad or salmon or something
or
like
another
that.
glass of wine.
Or another glass of wine.
And if you're listening to the audio version or the live or the audio podcast and you don't know how to spell it, go get the video version from YouTube and then you can see it on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
He's very proud of that lower third.
Absolutely.
Do it up.
Do it. So,
No.
in Argentina, Mendoza is really, over the last probably 5 years or so, has emerged as a great winemaking region. So, and they produce some great value wines too. I think this bottle is, $14 a bottle or something like that, which is not too shabby. And if you like Sauvignon Blanc or if you like Viognier, this is a varietal that
I do.
you should definitely try out. So, what kind of notes are you getting, Mish?
I'm getting alcohol and boozy notes. Slightly buzzed with a hint of hungover if I drank the whole bottle.
Yep.
Why does that
I don't
not
know.
surprise
See,
me?
I'm not a wine. Shh.
She's not a whiny.
I'm not
girl.
a wine connoisseur. I'm a beer person, which is
Yeah.
actually kind of a bummer because I've been trying to do all gluten-free, but I've been trying to find some gluten-free alternatives. But
There's actually one
Must
from
be-
Dogfish Head that I just had this past
that's
weekend.
what I was just looking up.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my god.
We
We're
will
on
get
the
back
same
to
page.
that. So, yeah, it's
she
definitely
goes.
a great wine. I get
Apples.
peachiness. Really? You get apples?
I don't know. I was just throwing out a fruit. Peach is probably more, maybe nectarine, like a ripe nectarine.
Yep. More of a
Yes.
rock fruit.
Ooh, stone fruits.
Look
Stone
at her.
fruits.
That's what they're
That's what they're
called.
called.
Rock
Rock
fruits.
fruits.
I mean, there's rock shrimp.
I was
but
like rocking out to Green Day the other night. So
Rock,
maybe that's
paper,
what I was.
rock, paper, fruit.
oh, jeez. Nice.
I'm so glad we have video so I can just shake my head at you.
Shake our heads.
I was totally punk rock the other night. It was fun.
I bet you were. Were you
At the
wearing your
gala?
Chucks?
At the game.
I was wearing my Chucks. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh,
So-
so speaking of Chucks, I mean, this isn't like food related, but I have a really funny story to tell you
Tell
guys.
us.
Go right ahead.
So,
Does it involve a man named Chuck?
no, it doesn't. It involves a man named Tom.
Oh, well, there we go.
I've been really into like, I've been into, I work in a vegetarian vegan restaurant. So some might say that I'm turning into a hippie.
Turning
Wait.
into a hippie.
Wait.
I'm
Were
transitioning
you-
into a hippie.
When were you anything but a hippie?
But, so I wear my
Hello,
patchouli
patchouli.
oil.
Yeah, I walked in the door. I was like,
I gave you a
smell
ride the other
patchouli.
day, and I
bet
was
Mish
like,
is
my
here.
car still smells like
I'm
patchouli.
sorry, it's nice.
No, it's okay. It's good. It's fine. Whatever.
I put it in my armpits when they start to stink.
What a freaking
when my
hippie.
when my crystal deodorant stops working.
Oh my god, like it works in the first place?
So anyway, I've been wearing that, right? And I got like 2 pairs of Toms in the last like week because they were on sale. And then I got my nose re-pierced. All right,
Discounted charity.
I got my nose re-pierced.
But wait, you don't.
No,
Wait,
I think
and-
Tom's actually
re-pierced?
still donates a pair of shoes even if you buy
They
them
just
on sale.
donate half a pair.
They only send one shoe.
But the other night, my lady looks at me and she goes, "Are you transitioning?" And I was like, I don't think so. She goes, are you transitioning into a hippie? And I said, no. I'm transitioning into a hipster. And then I kicked my leg up to try and do the leg guitar, but I was so excited with so much gusto that I just kicked myself down onto the floor. I saw my leg go up, and I was like, nah. It was probably one of the funniest things I've ever done. I wish you guys all could.
That's a very like Molly Shannon move.
Oh, it was. I was laughing so hard I almost peed, and she just came over. She's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I couldn't even breathe. It was awesome.
That sounds awesome.
That is a classic.
I'm sorry
Meschelle
I missed it.
move.
I am too. I wish I could redo it, but
You should try that move out right in the middle of the restaurant.
oh,
You got space,
know.
you know.
we also got concrete floors.
Right.
Just put down like a bath mat.
I don't know about that. Anyway, Tom's. Love Tom's.
Exciting.
They're super comfortable.
They're really comfortable. So are the seats at Angel's Trumpet Ale House.
Really?
I don't know. I just saw them
Because
on
they come with
Facebook.
beer.
Where they have ale.
They come with beer. That's why.
I'm just looking at their Facebook stuff, you know.
It's a
Speaking
great
of
place.
places that we all have been, I went back for a celebratory career change dinner to Soju House.
Nice.
And literally just ordered a dinner of the tapas. And they had
hell
several
yeah.
new ones. I don't remember all the names because they changed the menu and it's not the same as the online version. But
And you were
those
wasted.
Well,
Probably over
I
one cocktail.
was fairly.
Half of a lady's cocktail.
I was really happy that
Something
it
with
was
pink
something
the
fluffiness
train.
in it. Or
Hey.
blue.
With the
No, it was
flowers
that
floating.
No,
Curacao.
it was that chocolate.
Oh, of course
martini.
it was.
Yes.
It was the chocolate.
Did it have
martini.
fresh chocolate shavons? Did you get something barbacoa? I don't know. I'm just kidding.
It was great, and it really shows that you can go there and literally just have a great dinner and inexpensively as well. But they're a fantastic neo-Asian fusion, and they're still packed.
Was it busy when you went?
It got busy as we stayed. So I mean, it wasn't super busy.
I'm
at like
wondering
6.
how the whole nightclub
We didn't stay
concept
that
is
long.
working there.
Didn't
Apparently
stay
it's
that
going
long.
well. I mean, they have a DJ and they're open till 2 or something. And I know several
The
people that
DJ
have
was
gone. I
there.
just
Yeah,
don't-
they hadn't kind of
Yeah.
kicked it up a notch until probably I think like 10 o'clock is when that opens.
Yeah, I don't know for sure.
Started bumping up in there.
Something like that.
Nice.
Like this and like that and like this and
Oh boy.
Oh my God, you're so versatile. First you're like punk rock, then you're like freaking like rap superstar.
And then he's hippie Tomster.
Yep.
oh, it's true. And then he's like,
I'm very well rounded.
oh yeah, you know, especially in the. I'm just kidding.
Dirty.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
talking about
boy.
his buns, you creeps.
Hot cross buns.
Yes.
So speaking of buns, I had a really good sandwich the other day.
Nice.
Nice segue.
And the
Wasn't even-
Segway Award goes to Claudine Wessel.
I did actually. There's a new little place on Thomas, curiously enough, called Cafeteria on Thomas.
Wow, they're going to
Oh.
be catering our event.
Really?
Well, looky there. Well, so that actually brings up, I mean, aside from the food, which we can talk about, or you can read my review in echomagazine.com, echomag.com.
Right.
Yeah, they got rid of the magazine. Just go to echomagazine.com now. No, I'm just kidding.
Echomag.com.
Or you could just go
They
pick
do
up
have
an
the real
Echo
magazine.
Mag in a coffeehouse.com.
My review comes out tomorrow,
Okay.
Thursday.
.com.
So you can, aside from the food that's very good there, which it really is, what I find interesting about Cafeteria on Thomas is the community support behind it. I don't know if you all have noticed, but like everybody in the LGBT community within
eaten
Phoenix
there.
has eaten there, has tagged somebody there, has had a
not
meeting
me.
there. Well, right, because you're not
Apparently,
exactly
wow.
going to eat
I need to go.
You
Apparently,
you're not
our
exactly
gay
gonna eat
cards apparently our gay cards are revolts.
Correct. But so Kelly and I went over the other day, and right now they're only open Monday through Friday for breakfast and lunch.
Oh, they haven't expanded to the weekends
They have
quite
not.
yet. Okay.
They have not. So I played hooky one day and went for lunch, and it was a good day to go because they had this Chick-fil-A ish kind of sandwich.
But yet
Screw
not.
Chick-fil-A, dude.
Right, but it wasn't obviously. Hello, it was not Chick-fil-A.
Better not have been.
Calm down.
Better not.
Look at her. She's not listening.
They
She's
tracked
not
him in
listening.
from
Yes,
Chick-fil-A.
They went to Chick-fil-A and bought a whole bunch of them and brought them over because they're stupid.
It was
Well.
Chick-fil-A.
Nice. Because I fix to get crazy.
She is. Watch out. She's taking her
See my
earrings
nails?
out.
You see my orange?
She's
My
taking
nails?
her earrings out. Watch out. So,
Sorry.
anywho, it was good, great stuff. The real thing. I mean, I obviously, admittedly, have not had a Chick-fil-A sandwich in I don't even know how long.
It's
Good.
been a very long time
Yeah,
for me as
Because
well.
they're
Because they're bad people. We all know that.
And those
Okay,
idiots are
noted,
opening up.
Noted.
Yeah.
But
Anyways, go ahead. Go ahead.
But the guys over at Cafeteria and Thomas are doing a pretty good job. Brian Haramato and Jonathan Breyer. They are great guys. They're really involved in the community. Jonathan, in particular, is really involved with Pride here in
Very
Phoenix.
much so.
And so it's kind of interesting. I just wonder, if the community is actually in favor of a place like that, how it kind of sets them over the edge, because they're doing bang up business at such an early phase in the restaurant.
And I know you know a little bit of the history of it as well, right? They bought it, I believe, last summer.
They did
actually
in
bought
like
it.
June or July.
And they've kind of now, the name change, the menu conversion, but they've also got the hospital over, next door. I mean,
They
they've
do.
got a little bit of, built-in business too.
They do. So it's kind of interesting. You walk that fine line of being fully supported by the gay community or like a little too gay for the super Catholic St. Joe administrators.
True, but it didn't seem. I mean, it doesn't seem to me because I've only been there once, but it doesn't. I mean, you don't walk in and be like, oh, this is a gay
No, not at all.
cafeteria.
Not
You know
at
what I
all.
mean, right?
In fact, they're still working on their artwork. So,
Can you
they're
just
working on
imagine
it.
like some church folk going there? Hey, girl, some priest just like, just came for the sandwiches.
Because every priest talks like that.
It's true. I came for the ham and Swiss. Bless you, my child.
Pope Francis will be over tomorrow.
Oh, yes. Well, that's
So anyway, it's a great place. Go check it out. Enjoy it yourself, or make your own opinion about it. But I think overall they're doing a great job. They are doing catering as well, which I think is smart. And they're not biting off too much before they can chew, if you so to speak. Pardon the pun.
Well, that's good.
But it's good, and it'll be interesting to see how long the community sustains that support. I mean, we've seen it with other locations, right? Like Blisserie Bar, we've seen it with other.
but I think eventually, those places turn into. Like I was at Fez 2 weeks ago, and it's not nearly as gay as it used to be.
It's not gay at all.
So I think
It's
it kind
just
of
Fez now. I mean, kind of. You know what I mean?
we kind of set the tone, and then
then
the
we move
straight
on.
people move in and take it over.
Jerks. Yeah.
Sure.
I like that they I'm looking at the Cafeteria on Thomas's Facebook, and it's got a picture of some local produce that they're using, which is really exciting because I was recently informed that a chain or a group of restaurants that appears to have local produce does not use any local produce at all.
Tell us what it
Really?
is.
A Bird Foundation. No local produce.
Oh.
We're gonna
Postino,
have
Windsor.
to have some chats
We're gonna
about
have to
that.
have
then.
some.
Seriously,
yeah.
no local produce?
Insider
What's up with
insider
that?
info tells me that they don't use local produce at all.
Well, then we need to have Mr. Mann back on here and
Yeah, we do.
attack him as to why he's not.
No,
using
no,
it.
he
Attack
wants.
him.
I mean,
I know,
he's
I
not the one to
No,
attack.
I know. But we can hopefully
Yeah, I mean, it's
leverage his.
It's definitely
influence.
something because I was very much under the impression that it was local food by some of the things that they had on the menu. Like seasonal stuff. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, cool. This must come from no.
Well, we need to.
Well, I think actually on the
Correct.
menu at Postino, it actually says on the back that they use that one farm that you talk about all the time.
McClendon?
Yes. Because they mention like the local vendors that they use. Like
All
they
right.
mention Shriners, they mention
Yeah, there is. Well,
Cartel
and
Coffee, they
that's
mention.
true.
Well,
Can't
as far
forget
as
that
like
locally
produce,
sourced sausage.
I've
I know that local.
in Nathan's pants.
I had some last night.
Ew, nobody wants to know that.
I went to Federal Pizza.
Ain't nobody want to hear about your grinder experience.
Nobody got time for that.
One does not have time for such things.
The cleaned up version.
Yes.
With my monocle and my top hat.
You Monopoly character.
No.
No, she's the planters guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
the
Planters
Mr.
Peanut.
Salty.
Or who's the
Mrs.
frog?
His name is
son?
Mr. Salty. She can
Oh,
be Mr. Salty if
she's
she wants to be
Mrs.
Mr. Salty.
Or I could
The
be
wife of-
myself.
Why does she need to be the wife?
Well, maybe, I don't know.
Oh my God.
Why
You're
I
turning
got to
into
be
a political
somebody's wife?
show.
Joe, just because you're bisexual doesn't mean you have to like drag me through your bisexual mud.
I'm gonna put up my own lower third.
We
Joe
need
is not
like a little.
bisexual.
We need a clicker at the bottom that how many times we.
I know.
How many times
Get
we
our
say grinder? How many
buzzers you
times
get.
we?
There is a live scoreboard
Locally
version, but it's like
sourced.
another $500.
Oh, well. So if you're a sponsor and you'd like to sponsor the clicker,
Please send us
Sponsor
some
the clicker.
dollars. The clicker, yes.
That's exciting.
Oh.
Well, good.
All right. So what else?
Joe.
Did you guys do your homework? What's going on here?
I love food.
I love
I thought
food.
Joe was talking about something.
I yeah.
Are we not there
and
yet? Sorry,
and
I
there
don't have the
I wanted to
Google
talk
Doc
about
up in front of
something.
me.
Are we there yet?
And so something.
Joe.
There it is. No, I'm just
Well,
kidding. All right.
Joseph Duganzik.
Yes.
I will
Mother.
reach across this table.
I will pull
and
this table
slap the
over.
silly in front.
Out of you.
Let's see.
front of
I'll
you
try
or
to
something,
dial
whatever.
some of this back so it's pretty short. I have gone through a lot of change in the past few months in not like quarters
menopause?
and things. I just
Let him get through it.
one of these days.
Let him
I'm
get
just-
through it.
Are you there, God? It's
just-
me, Joe.
I love you guys. I just don't know what I would do.
It's a book
You are
about
all
getting
about to
period.
get. We are all about to get fired right now.
No, it's okay.
I love you all very much.
It's hard to fire
however.
volunteers. Anyways,
Yeah, impossible.
I'm
actually.
coming back next month. You can't stop me.
she'll be like, I'm pounding on the door. No, it's great. You
All
guys
right,
are
so
awesome.
you're going through the change of life last
Going
few
through a lot
months.
of different things. I've had a lot of goals and so forth. And so recently I've completed a number of them. I'm not going to go into it. You can listen to my show on Saturday afternoons and find out all that stuff. I won't bore you with the details. So then I thought, okay, I've finished my career change. I'm getting a car, the electric car thing, and I can stop biking around town, all that stuff. All right, so what's next on the to-do list? Because I had my to-do list, or as some people would say, that New Year's resolutions or intentions or whatever your flavor is. I've got it up on my fridge. So the next thing was... Wow. The next thing was, okay, let's get back to some sort of, I don't want to use the word healthy diet because everyone will boo me.
I won't.
Boo.
Are you freaking kidding me? I eat kale every day.
There
Hello.
you go. So,
Boo.
Shut up.
and of course,
Simmer down over there.
doing a lot of exercise every day, biking, 14 miles around trip to work and so forth, you tend to get pretty worked up anyways. And you can't, if you're in the mode of thinking about, well, beach season is approaching, swimsuit season is approaching, even though some parts of the country may be snowed in, it's 91 degrees outside in Phoenix.
Screw that.
And so you have to think about, all right, if you want to change your life in terms of your workouts or your body image or whatever, you've got to change it all. So I thought I was pretty radical with getting rid of the car and doing all these life changes over the past few months. Let's finally get down to business and say, you know what, I'm going to change what I eat and go down to this. All right, I don't want to call it a diet. It's a change in thinking. And so a couple friends of mine who post regularly on Facebook about their own workouts, and they're always posting like what they're having for breakfast. And I look at them like, that would be so nice, but good food is so expensive and it's so hard, and you got to plan for it and all
No
this
way.
stuff. Not necessarily.
Lame excuses, my friends. But it just
Exactly.
depends on what kind of good food. But we'll attack you in a minute. Keep going.
Yes, exactly. So, it's simple to do simple things, changing things out for breakfast, increasing your protein intake, decreasing the carbs intake, and things like, as silly as this would sound, and Nathan would boo it, and I'm sure he will, things like fruits and vegetables, which, you know what?
No, I'm all for fruits and vegetables. I mean, I drink wine.
There you go.
Fruit,
Exactly.
right?
That's like all of your servings of fruit for the day, right?
I heard someone on the light rail describing like pizza and how it like actually activated like all 5 food groups or whatever the other day. I'm
That
like,
Yeah, that,
bullshit.
did they
it's
work for
like
the
whatever.
FDA?
No,
Probably.
he was some schmuck, anyways. But
No.
Yes.
Who probably worked for the FDA?
anyhow.
What an idiot.
So you can change things over, and albeit I didn't eat a lot of fruits and vegetables as a kid because I was a picky eater. And to be honest, I would rather have like fruit juice than actually attempting to eat something, by hand, because it's annoying and it gets all over the place and it's annoying.
I heard you like that kind of thing.
No,
Joe.
well, we're not going to go there. Like, okay, just attempting, and this is how
All
naive
over
I
your
am.
hands and all over
trying
your
to-
face and all over.
All over down your chin.
Trying to eat a freaking orange is like really difficult for me.
Are you serious?
Yes,
Oranges come with like their own packaging.
I know,
Like,
but
you
if
don't
you
even have
don't
to-
eat it correctly, if you don't like peel it or slice it or whatever, it's just a disaster.
Joseph, you're not supposed to eat the peel.
No, I know that I don't.
And-
I don't. I know a few things.
Leave a
Right?
lesson.
No.
Okay,
Someone
he doesn't know how to
recommended-
drink wine or stir wine, and now we've got to teach him how to eat a wine.
Joe, you need a life coach.
No
Hey,
kidding.
let's not
Someone
hate.
recommended those
We're not
little
hating, we're
oranges.
The cuties.
The cuties. And
They're
you know what?
delicious.
I moved over to that camp, and that's great. So
Cuties are easy. Cuties
Exactly.
They're
are good.
delicious.
But sometimes, if you haven't done that kind of stuff when you grew up, then it's like as an adult, you're like, how do you do this? But
See, he's blaming his
Well,
parents. We all get to blame our
I'm
parents.
not blaming
blame
them.
your parents, too. They
I'll
suck.
blame myself because I was a picky eater. I'm like, I don't want to eat, It was, for me, I'm like a purist. Don't give me
What are your
orange
bowel movements
juice.
like, Joseph?
Okay, Oprah.
Are they really dry and take a long time to, you
But-
sit on your throne for a few hours?
We're just really going in the wrong direction. So anyways,
No,
I am
I'm saying we're
converting
going
over.
right in the.
We're really So anyways, the recommendation is that
I'm just saying.
you can do things like a new breakfast concept would be Greek yogurt, English muffin with preserves, and some fresh fruit.
Excellent.
And that's it. You don't have to overindulge. I was reading something on Live Strong the other day. We won't say whether that's good or bad because the whole Lance Armstrong thing.
Move along.
Talking about
Move along.
talking about things like is it okay to eat like a whole egg? Because there's the cholesterol
Like
debate
only
and
one
the
egg?
No, but no.
Like
I'm
the
saying
shell?
no, I'm saying a whole egg versus
A
just the
chocolate egg?
egg whites and things like that. I know Easter's coming up.
You got the sediment.
Oh, nice.
It's
Anyhow,
extra protein.
and they said, you know what, you can eat, again, everything in moderation. I mean, if you're going to eat eggs for breakfast every day and you're not working out, it's probably a recipe for disaster
Wait,
down
what's
the road.
moderation?
As he's
Like
pouring a full
two-
glass.
So it's changing things up. It's adjusting to brown rice instead of white rice. It's adjusting your meal. I've now that I'm de-stressing, it's like if you get rid of certain things in your life, you can move it back, move the bar forward, and say, all right, let's tackle this next thing. So I've moved back to the 4, 5, 6 small meal a day kind of thing, and I've committed to the next about 3 months or so of doing this in combination with the cardio and the workouts, and that's a whole other topic we won't even go into because I have sort of a certain look that I'm going for, and I'm saying I'm going to actually achieve
Twink?
it.
I'm just kidding.
Beyond that,
I'm just kidding.
beyond that, but beyond that look. Anyhow,
Bear.
so and really, and the thing is,
That's what he is.
I'm sorry, Joe.
and
She's not.
Love you like a sister.
I know. I love you too, Meschelle. But the other thing is you have to think about things that you already like to eat because I think people can get
Well, I don't
really
think that's appropriate to share on this show.
It's not appropriate for you to share.
My lady. What?
people you can think about
Dirty
okay,
birdie.
I need to change. I need to eat
True.
healthier. I need to change my diet. I need to be working out. I do need to do all those things. But first off, think about what you already like to eat and try to adapt something new to that instead of just saying I'm going to throw everything out the window and I'm going to eat whole grain oats and I'm going to have cottage cheese and that's it. You know what I mean?
Correct. Because you'll hold on to it for about a day and a half,
and
and then
you'll
it'll
fail.
And yeah, I will tell you this: my partner Kelly, she is fantastic about taking the food items that she likes and finding ways to substitute higher protein items or lower fat or take out carbs. She's crazy about this stuff. So she puts cauliflower in the weirdest things, and she
Interesting.
changes
Cauliflower
out
mash.
Yeah, she changes out Greek yogurt for anything that's like sour cream based because once you add all the other stuff to it, it doesn't
You don't
taste
have
like
to
Greek
do-
yogurt at all.
Oh yeah.
So there are ways to do that. Even sneaking vegetables into some things if you really get it down to it. She's like a smoothie Nazi right now. She
Oh my
loves to
God,
do-
I'm obsessed with smoothies right
she's
now.
crazy, and she's even gone so far as to like fill our freezer with like frozen
Yes!
blueberries and frozen
Mangoes!
strawberries and
Oh yeah.
frozen.
And think of those,
Crazy
things
stuff.
like soup, the butternut squash soups and
Yeah.
things like that. Those are great.
She's
ways
brilliant
of-
with this
of
stuff.
doing
So
that.
it's really a matter of just sort of taking what you already, I agree, taking what you already enjoy, the flavors that you already sort of enjoy, and then taking the things that everybody adds to those things and changing those. Because I think it all comes down to effort. If you don't make any effort and you reach for that bag of whatever, or you reach for that
Cheetos.
Yeah, those are
Yum.
horrible, man.
Oh,
I mean,
so
there's
good,
but
though.
there's such bad
But
stuff
they're
in
so
it.
good.
I mean, read a label, man. Those are so bad for you.
And it's okay.
I'd rather drink a bottle of wine than
Right.
eat a bag of Cheetos
You can do
because it's
now and of
together,
course,
Wait.
now and again.
You mean-
I've got the best pairing for that. Let's get back to that.
I'd like to hear that one.
but seriously,
On a now and
seriously.
again basis, it's
Well, yeah,
it's,
no,
it's
everything's
okay,
in
you know?
moderation, sure, but
There was a quote I wanted to steal from another great podcaster. They said, and I kind of agree with this. You can't always make this fit. If it's made in a plant, it's probably not good for you. If it came from a plant, it probably is.
Yes.
Wow.
deep thoughts
That's
by
deep.
Jody.
That's
I saw
from
something
Fausto
recently.
Fernos from the great guys over at Feast of Fun from Chicago. You can hear them sometime on QTalk America. I don't remember what the repeat schedule is.
Mm-hmm.
I saw
Check the
something
website.
recently on Facebook and I reposted it, and it was just like, if you see the words fat-free or sugar-free,
Oh,
think
yeah.
to yourself, chemical shitstorm.
What are they adding?
Yeah.
What else are they adding to it, right? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like that post when you put it
Yeah.
up because I agree.
It's true. You're the first one to like it.
Yeah, it's crazy the crap that people put in food these days, and it really comes down to the fact that we live very, very busy lives, and we do a million
Cop out.
extracurricular things.
We live very
And we-
excessively, too.
We
Yes.
do live excessively, and that's a whole other topic. But as we pour more wine,
Wow.
but no, I mean, I think we
This
live
is
these
for
very
educational and testing
this
purposes
is a
only.
food pyramid,
we
isn't
live
it?
these
Yeah, it's
very,
like a
very,
base.
very
Yeah,
busy lives, and we're constantly on the go, and
I think it
it's
says 10
easy to
servings
grab.
a day.
And
At least.
that's your new My
10
Plate.
servings a day.
The My Plate has a piece for wine. Nice. I'll get that changed over in the museum next week. In addition to how many grams of fat you need, kids, you also need this many servings of wine.
This many gallons of
Absolutely.
wine per day.
Red wine is good for your heart, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Absolutely.
There you go.
I mean, like, it's true, though. Like, you're making a step to try and be healthier. I'm making a step to try and be healthier because I never eat breakfast. I always have to get up early, and I'm always just like, as soon as I get into work, I go there.
Right.
But I've been buying frozen bags of organic pieces of fruit and
There you
adding,
go.
banana, some almond milk, and, some
Smoothie
like
and just
super
throw it in
greens
the blender.
stuff in there.
Coconut milk's good too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love
Hazelnut milk,
yeah.
oat milk, like
and it's
any.
So for me, it's super simple. Like in the morning, it has to be super simple because I'm not a morning person until I leave the house.
All right.
Basically, it's like
I'm
I
not a
get
morning
up.
person
This is
until,
Joe
like,
before he walks
after
out the
lunch.
door.
I'm just like, can we
He's
just
like,
be done
Joe
with it?
walks out the door.
Yeah, exactly.
that
No,
down,
it's
upside down.
it's a struggle. I mean, it's been since I was like 0. But anyways,
Fetus.
Wow, note to self.
Since he was a little baby fetus.
so anyways, it's something to think about as we come out of winter and we gain some weight at the holidays and some things like that. And it's not like we're all trying to look a certain
for
look,
Nathan,
but it's also thinking about I hate to say it, but everyone as the years go by, it's better to think about the years ahead and how you want to be dealing with things, because obviously we are what we eat. I mean, this show primarily is about food reviews and restaurants and fabulous and all that stuff. But
No,
there's a
health
portion
goes-
of it. There's a
goes
little
hand
bit,
in hand with that.
and if you
Absolutely.
can make it that you love what you eat and you can make it a little bit more on the healthier side, don't go overboard initially. Otherwise, like we said, you'll fail. But I think, and I'll come back with my my results
it's
as,
good
as
advice, good
time goes
advice.
on. And speaking of that,
Oh wait, I had
Let-
another.
can we
segue.
wait
Go ahead.
1 minute?
No, I had another
Okay.
good segue, but go
wait.
ahead.
Oh, wait.
And speaking of that,
And
segue,
speaking-
segue,
Go ahead, Joe.
segue.
Speaking of that, we want to tell you about our lovely sponsor, Audible.
Okay.
Audible
Oh.
probably, and I actually don't know this, but I probably could search their website if I felt like it. Anyways, 100,000 plus audiobooks, most likely also including things on food and wine and culinary, and I don't think we would do cookbooks.
No, not
As-
cookbooks, but
no.
more and more cookbooks are kind of taking on a different direction.
tone. So you can find all kinds of incredible things. And if you don't like to read, or maybe you're like, I don't know, dyslexic or something like that, then you can listen.
God, no judgment.
No, he's
Joe.
I
just.
just heard
I
that
know,
on another
but it just-
podcast,
It's
so I
like
just threw that out there.
LGBTQ, all right? AI. He's just adding the freaking D to it. And I'm
A through
not
Z.
talking about that D, Nathan, you nasty. Oh, nasty.
But anyhow, 100,000 plus audiobooks. It works on all your devices. It stops where you left off. It picks up on your other devices. It's amazing. And we can get you a free audiobook by simply going to audibletrial.com/QTalk America.
You have to know how to
sign up.
spell Audible.
Right. Well, it's up on the screen if you're watching.
ADBLE, right?
Just get the video version of the show. audibletrial.com/QTalk America. You can get a free audiobook that's yours to keep with signing up for their free trial. And the cool thing about Audible as well is like you can do the monthly, membership thing.
It's not
you
expensive.
can do like
it's $7.49
it's cheap
a month.
So
or you can start
and
at
you can
least.
always do it a la carte. And the books are always yours to keep like for life. They're not going to like, oh, we're going to take all the books because you canceled your membership. So and they're part of Amazon. Everyone loves Amazon. So it's a really great thing. So if you go to that address again, audibletrial.com/QTalk America, sign up for that. Get yourself an audiobook. They send us some love our way, and we can continue making these great shows, and we thank them for their support. We want to remind you as well, our event coming up, which is on the 26th, the grand opening party here at the studios. If you're here in Phoenix, or if you're not, just fly in for the day. We will not pay for your airfare or hotel, but come on in. We're gonna have some
Just
food.
send Joe the bill.
Yeah, and I'll send it right back to you. But anyhow,
Return to sender.
come check out the studio and see how we make all this magic. We're gonna have some food and some wine and champagne, and again, that food is gonna be catered by the Cafeteria on Thomas,
Which I did not know about before I got here tonight. So that was
and
unrelated.
they're
How
helping us
exciting.
out with that, and so we thank them for their support of again the community, and it's going to be a great event. You'll be able to watch actually a show live from our Studio A lounge, Clayton's show, which is on Tuesday nights, and eventually we're going to open that up so that randomly we can just kind of like give away some tickets, and people can just come on and hang out with us kind of virtually through the window, so to speak.
Very cool.
Or we could invite them into the studio.
We
Sure.
could do that as
Why
well.
not?
That's right.
Why
There's the
not?
window actually that
Everybody
I'm pointing
has
to
good,
that way. That's going to be the lounge that will be done.
Everybody has their
Soon.
own food and wine and booze favorites. Why don't you
And lastly, that event is free. It's come on, please hang out
Come
with us.
on, come on.
But we would love to have your donation for Aunt Rita's Foundation, which is a local HIV and AIDS fundraising organization. They support 19 plus, I think, or maybe 20 local organizations. And Save Her Life throughout the month of March is their fundraising campaign for the spring. Invite your friends out to dinner or invite them to your house. Whatever you want to do, help to fundraise, and we will be accepting donations on their behalf for them. And then if you donate, I think $35, you can go to the Fabulous Soiree, which is on.
Yeah, what are they calling it this year? Because in years before they called it like sugar and champagne.
Yeah,
I think it's
I
just
think
called the soiree.
I think
this
it's just
year.
the
Oh, okay.
soiree.
I want to go to a soiree.
The Phoenix Art Museum on Friday the 12th, I think, of April.
Cool.
Damn it.
So it'll be a great event. So we like to support them. SaveOurLifePhoenix.org for more information. And otherwise, back to the show.
Well, speaking of gluttonous food events, did
Devoured.
anyone go to Devoured this
I
weekend?
still
I was
have
so
never
pissed
been.
off.
I rode
because
by it.
am lame.
Yeah, all four of us are super lame
I
because
dropped
none
by
of us
to
went.
pick up wine.
WTF.
Yeah, what
No,
is wrong
I
with
dropped by to
us?
pick up wine from Todd from Dos Cabezas, but
I
that
need
was
to
about
plan
it.
for it like a year in advance.
I
Do
didn't
they sell
have
tickets
time.
like really?
They do
far in
sell
advance?
tickets early, and they sell out incredibly fast.
Yeah.
We need to sort of leverage our relationship as
We do.
a media partner maybe
do.
next year.
We
But
will.
but in any case, there was an announcement that was made there.
Ooh.
By
Who's
the
pregnant?
folks-
Who's stripping who?
None of us, because
But-
we're all drinking.
by the folks over at
Well.
Citizen Public House.
All right.
oh,
Yeah,
what about them? Oh,
They're opening.
What
a
are
new
they doing?
place.
where?
Oh my gosh, I've got everybody's attention. Wow, look
They
at
make
this.
amazing cocktails.
They sure do.
Of course you would say that.
He doesn't remember much about them.
Wait, they have food?
Wait. Oh no, they have that.
The R&D. Yeah, that's
No.
what check them out.
They
What are you
make.
snapping at me for?
I did snap at you because Citizen Public House. They have, which Meschelle will love this. is
Bacon
a
something.
pork belly
Fuck
popcorn.
You know you
disgust
want to
me.
eat it.
You disgust me.
You know you want
It
it.
was so
My woman
good.
and I went to Windsor the other night. She had a bacon cheeseburger and tried to kiss me. I was like, you have grease as your chapstick. Get off of me with the swine. Get your swine lips away from me.
And cow. Yeah.
Your swine cow lips.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow. I'm surprised she didn't have the pork which is like pork on top of pork on top of
It
pork.
is.
disgusting.
It's
Wow.
awesome. It's
More
disgustingly
cowbell.
awesome. More cowbell.
You guys
Always
should
more
watch the
cowbell.
documentary called Vegucated.
Wait, we will get there. But before we do,
Forks over knives.
there's lots of things.
Food Inc.
Yeah.
I've watched
Yeah.
Food Inc.
King corn.
Supersize me.
Okay, veggie.
Any others?
Go ahead.
Probably.
Well, can you let Claudine have a word, please?
Vegetables.
That would be an awesome documentary. I would totally watch
Oh
it.
my god, we should make a documentary. Vegetables that look like vaginas. Sometimes when you cut into a bell pepper, it has like that little. It does have the little tee.
Yep.
Please.
Steaming
I wouldn't even know
like. Of course you wouldn't.
Neither would I.
Gold stars.
That's not true.
That's not true. You're bisexual.
Shut up.
You asked for it. You asked
I'm
for
just
it, my
gonna
friend.
delete myself from the camera.
This sediment doesn't
Oh.
taste very good, by the way. I thought it was gonna be sweet.
Oh, get rid
Yeah,
of it.
what's the
I'm
next
eating
wine,
it. It's
Nathan?
like beef jerky for
What
wine.
do you got there?
Sediment.
Oh.
Why are you eating it? That's
Ew.
probably not the best idea. There's a garbage can right there.
Oh, anyway. Thank
Back
God
to
we're on
Claudine.
video.
Why do you
We've
eat
only got
bacon?
18 minutes
Okay,
left.
okay. So the folks over at what did I say?
Citizen.
Public House. They announced that they are opening a new restaurant, and you will be shocked at where it is.
Downtown Phoenix.
Somewhere.
South Scottsdale.
No,
South Central.
Avondale.
no. I can't believe none of you. Do you know
The West
Side.
Side.
No.
North
God.
Central.
Watch the
Where
news.
is that?
Girl, please.
Arcadia.
I don't even have the freaking
Biltmore.
television.
New York City.
It is actually the Biltmore.
Oh,
They are replacing Ruth Chris
good.
Wow.
with a
Really?
restaurant called Gladly.
Is Ruth Chris just
Wow.
like going away?
Well, there's
that
They're gonna
particular
move down the
location
street.
is going away, which
Interesting.
you know,
I've
I
never
don't know.
been to a
I've
Ruth
never
Chris
been
either.
there.
so-
Neither have I.
None of us
I mean,
are
you
really
know,
all that
$90 steaks.
Ruth
I mean,
Chrissy.
yeah.
if
I
you
mean,
will.
I love me a nice.
I mean, I'm
fat
super
steak.
fancy, but
You're fancy when you're at home drinking your wine
with his bow tie and nothing else.
and his
Yep.
little fuzzy sleepers.
So anyway, they are opening Gladly in September. It is in the Anchor Center, and it should be interesting. I don't know. They're doing, again, that same new American modern kind of stuff.
awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah, whatever.
And they're opening another Vig. Did we talk about that already?
the Vig is now
Another
opening
one.
in the old
Another
Local
one?
Breeze.
Yes, local breeze right
Right
behind
across.
Chibo.
Oh, right across from
Whatever.
Local Breeze is gone?
Yeah.
They are gone.
They've been
yes.
gone for a long time. It's
That's like
whatever.
3 blocks from me.
Read a blog.
Glad
people-
glad
block.
you could
Take a
join
walk.
us. Glad
You're,
you could join
are
us,
you
Joseph.
excited about
I
a
sort
third
of-
Vig? Please tell me you're not. That place,
It's
Is-
like a chain
It's
now.
like
no, they
hype,
have good food.
hype. Nah.
No, let's,
Meh.
let,
The
let's,
service
you don't
is
need burgers.
awful.
It's a good
Wow, here
Sunday
we go.
afternoon, half price bottle
It's a
of
good
wine.
day drinking place.
Play a little.
Go to the
beanbag
sidebar for
toss.
20% off of anything if you want.
Whoa, simmer down.
All right.
Whoa.
That's it.
Girls, get to your corners.
Well, yeah, Yoda. Here's a knuckle sandwich.
She's all of a sudden Popeye. What's that about?
Put some
Oh
mustard on
my
this knuckle
goodness.
sandwich. Brah. I don't know.
I do love
I've been to the Vig
mustard.
more than several times. I've been there like shitloads of times, and it
You know
just
what?
keeps getting worse and worse and
All
worse
right. Well,
every
we're
time I
not
go.
talking
I haven't
about
been.
how bad it's getting. We're only talking about the fact that they are
I
moving
have a
into
fun food fact.
Really do.
I do have a fun food fact.
What is this? Because in lesbian, this means something totally different.
Yeah,
Hey girls,
you are getting
hey
yourself
girls,
into
we have
trouble.
a fun food fact for you.
Let me guess. It has something to do with bell peppers.
No, mustard. Did you know mustard is a negative calorie food?
It is.
Yeah.
Negative?
I didn't know that.
As is lettuce.
I did not know that.
So it makes
Duh.
you
So you can
have a
burn
big-
calories.
So you can have a big
Fun
tub
food
of
fact.
mustard.
I
love
love
mustard.
muffins and lady fingers and
I
pie.
bet you do.
and well-rounded.
Cherry pie.
Hi, Kath. I'm just kidding.
OMG, her wife is gonna come beat your ass.
I'm just kidding. I don't even
She's
know
like
Kath.
a 5th level black belt.
Yeah,
My
correct.
woman is
Yeah.
actually fifth level black.
Ding.
That was it.
The end.
Oh, brother.
Oh my
Yeah,
I know
god.
she's watching right now.
So,
Love you, baby.
We've moved on to the next one.
Yeah, but Nathan, what's the
I
next
haven't
wine?
yet. I need to catch up.
The
Move
next
it or lose
wine,
it.
another
Wessel.
Mendoza. It's a red. And actually, the thing that I love about Argentinian wine, the reds, is they're great summer, like barbecue. Like they have the body to support really good barbecue.
They work out.
And
So does my lady. Sorry.
yeah. So this is a Cabernet Malbec and Merlot blend.
I like it. It's
from
smoky.
Mendoza, a little smoky, pretty kind of
Look
little
at all
jammy.
that sediment on that side.
It's
I know.
fascinating.
It really is.
It's like, I don't know.
It's because
you,
it's not filtered. Oh, sorry.
Just
John.
like
Can
us.
you pour him some?
Sorry,
Yeah,
John.
just a bit.
Jeez. Just a smidge.
Just a
Just a
splash.
Hey, can we just
I'm
give
almost
props to Colorado for a second?
Oh, yes.
Props.
Sure.
Where
We
props is
give
due?
them one prop.
Okay.
Yeah,
We don't
just
give 'em
one.
2 props.
Nope.
I'm gonna give you prop. Go Colorado.
Just one prop.
They're doing all right. They're getting there.
Hey, they're
Civil
way
unions
farther
are-
along than Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Well, Phoenix
It'll
passed the
happen.
anti-discrimination ordinance.
we
Yeah.
did.
Yes,
So
we did.
one prop to them. Or
We
to
give
us.
like
That's like
a
a poop.
tenth of a prop.
That's like a poo.
You get a
It's like
pinky.
is it a little bit?
We're getting there. We're getting there. We're working hard. We're on our way. We're getting closer, step by step.
Ooh, baby. Oh, sorry.
Broke
Yes.
into boy bands. Jesus.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was great.
I love
no,
it.
I mean we are getting a little bit closer, and Colorado is contributing to that right now. I think the count is 18 states and District of Columbia that legally recognize same-sex relationships in some format. So we're getting there. It's good stuff.
Getting there.
We have someone in the
Colorado
chat
have
room.
wineries.
Yeah,
No, they have breweries.
Their beer, yeah, they have some great breweries.
Oh, they have lots of beer.
Mm.
I was
New
wondering if
Belgium
they
is
had-
there.
Yeah.
Tupper
Coors,
was
Oh,
I mean,
well, you
Coors
were
Light.
talking about beer earlier. What were you
Yes.
going to bring up?
Oh, I mean, I love beers.
Well,
Well, actually, this is
You
kind of
had
like a nice little.
a
There was, if you're ever in Denver,
gluten-free.
and
gluten-free. There's no such thing.
I mean, you know, if you're ever in Denver, Milady and I went to our friend's queer celebration of love, aka their
Is
nuptials.
that a wedding? Why
Yeah.
can't you just call it a wedding?
Well, because it wasn't technically like.
I'm such
It
a
was
conservative
fancy.
gay.
Yeah, what the hell? Anyway,
Why do you need
it
to
was
judge?
done
Let
under
them
a
call it what they
chuppah.
I
wanna
didn't
call
judge.
it.
I
You
didn't
were
judge. I was
judging a little
confused.
bit.
Look, Judge
Hello,
Judy, I
wedding
need you to
planner.
put it down.
You put me out of business when you start calling it something wacky like that.
That ain't
This
wacky.
is
That's
really
just
smoky.
2012.
Whatever.
Because that's when it happened.
Okay.
Anyway, they had just had their like annual beer festival, and there's this amazing ice cream shop called Sweet Action. You must go. All
This
of
is
the
in
ice-
Denver?
I
Yes,
like sweet action.
I know you do.
Sweet
you
Action.
slut.
Oh.
That's his name on Grindr, anyway.
Sweet action.
It's Nathan's Sweet Action trainer. But we had a bunch of different ice creams that
You
were
blowed all my
infused with
covers.
beers. I mean, you blew your cover when you blew your cover. Let's get real.
Wow. We're going to get the adult rating on YouTube.
Anyway, before I tried to go gluten-free and or vegan, I had this ice cream, and it was black porter. No. It was
With bacon.
It was Black Forest porter ice cream. So it was like Black Forest cake,
Okay.
porter beer in the ice cream.
That
It was
sounds
amazing.
pretty awesome.
It was
Did
amazing.
it have nuts in it?
Probably not, because I'm not into
Black
nuts.
Forest. Isn't normally black?
She's kind of
I
nut
don't
free.
know.
I'm kind of nut free, except
Nuts-free,
if it's organic and
gluten-free,
vegan.
Unless it's almond nut milk.
Right.
No, but so anyway, I've been, I'm in love with beer. I can't help it. It's just how I was born. It's how I was raised. My
You're
dad.
predisposed.
I am. My dad gave me beer when I was a kid.
Nice.
I
in your
love
bottle.
beer just as much
He
as an
gave me a
ex-girl,
bottle
you know?
of beer with a little nipple on it.
Oh, there
And there makes sense.
And now
I'm a
it
boobs
makes
and
sense.
beer. Same
Boobs and beer. Boobs full of beer.
America.
Is that going to be the show
I
title?
wonder how I can get my woman's
Boobs and
breasts to drink.
Really?
To get
No,
beer.
let's
We're
stop,
not
please.
going there.
Stop.
Anyway,
That's scaring everybody.
Anyway.
Just stop it.
That's the show title. Boobs and beer.
There it is.
Yes.
Locked in.
I
Lock it in.
found. I found on Bon Appetit.
Bone.
Bon Appetit. They have 10 gluten-free beers that actually taste good, and one of them was the Dogfish Head Craft Brewed Ales Tweezen Ale. In lieu of barley, the Delaware brewers turned to sorghum syrup to fuel the fruit-forward, gluten-free offering.
I actually tried it this weekend.
Flavored with strawberries and sweetened with a bit of buckwheat honey. It sounds amazing. And then, they have, an IPA. They have Epic Brewing Company, Glutenator, out of Utah.
The Glutenator.
Wait, what was the brewery?
For which one?
The Utah one.
Epic Brewing Company. From Salt Lake City, Utah, which is really,
They brew beer in Utah?
I know,
Yeah,
right? I
there
thought that was
actually a
like
couple
illegal.
They just started yesterday.
Squatters Pub and Brewery is really good. So is Wasatch. They make some really good beers.
Wasatch. Don't they have
Wasatch.
like stuff in cans and I see them around?
Probably, yeah.
Along with New Grist and New Planet gluten-free beer, raspberry ale. So, they're getting with it for those of us who like our brewskis.
Yeah. We had a Utah beer when
without the
last
wheat
time we
teas
did
in.
when your cousin was on and we had beers at that time.
Yes.
We had a Utah beer, the Squatters beer. The it was like polygamous porter.
Yes.
Yes. That
That's
sounds
right.
delicious.
That's right. Yes, and actually it was pretty tasty.
It was.
I really want to try Sex Panther. It's a
Is it?
double
Wow.
chocolate porter by, I think, is it Santan?
gluten free?
No.
No. Okay.
But, sometimes I'm willing to make the exception and drink my gluten, okay? I'll have a
Right.
really bad stomach ache for some friggin' Sex Panther, okay? Hello.
There's a lot I
We
would
should
do for
order it
Sex Panther.
for next time.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'll
we
bring
can-
it.
All right, you're on it.
Done and
Bring
done.
Done and done.
Done and done. Tupper was on the chat room.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening and or watching, talking about easy on the fruit, high calories, and that's true. Fruit, in general, can be kind of more on the high because of the sugars.
Well, it's
and so
because of
forth.
sugar.
Yeah,
Well,
so you have to kind
here's-
of balance
Here's
that
one
out.
thing that's really
It's not
important.
refined
I mean,
sugar though.
True.
juice is is like
It's like
Unless you juice it yourself.
Yep.
well, here's
Right.
But juice is what makes us eat fruit. Like that sweet juice
True.
that's in the grape
That's
or
right.
the sweet juice
Is
that's
it
in
true
the
what
orange.
they say the darker
It's so
the
you get
fruit,
your
the
fiber.
sweeter the juice?
But you're right. The fiber is very beneficial.
That is
Well, but that's what it is. That's
That's
why
been my
you should
question
not be
forever.
drinking juice in high quantities because then
Sipping
all you're
on
getting is the
gin
sugar.
and juice.
Exactly.
Unless it has gin in it. That is
I'm-
the only way you should be drinking juice.
And I'm kind of a purist.
and laid back.
I would rather
Nice.
have. I mean, in terms of, it would either be pulp. Whoa.
Nathan.
That was not me. I did
Clayton,
not
please
me.
fix it. I would rather
Might have
have.
been me.
I would rather have pulp-free juice or just eat the fruit itself.
Or just
Because-
watch Pulp
Although the pulp
Fiction.
is fiber and kind of helps you.
Yeah,
No,
you-
it's true,
you
but I'd
need to
rather
skip
just
the
eat
juice.
the fruit.
Skip the juice.
Yeah, skip the juice in one
Or
impression.
juice mostly vegetables and
Right.
add apple to it because that
Apple's
helps sweeten
good.
it and it's still really
Fantastic.
good. Kale,
Apple and
spinach,
carrot. Oh my god, so good.
carrots, some friggin'
How many times has
apples.
she said kale?
Not enough.
20
In the chat
Wow,
room, I
I'm
put go kale.
You are so tuned out. I love it.
I'm actually going to go to. There's this really amazing website.
She's like yelling.
for vegans
Easy
called
girl.
vegancuts.com. where
Is
you
that
get-
like haircuts?
where you get vegan discounts? And they have this
Do you have
necklace.
a vegan card?
Yeah,
Like
I
your
got
gay
my
card?
V card, my
You got
gay card,
your-
my queer card, my I'm a Jew card.
They throw great parties.
Yeah, we do. L'chaim. Anyway,
Anywho,
but they have this really
I
awesome
don't know. The Catholics
website.
are throwing quite a party tonight.
Listen to my
There's
veganness.
smoke involved. Go ahead, keep going.
Smoke and mirrors, go Catholics. But anyway,
That's what it's
called,
always about.
It's called vegancuts.com, and they have tons of different stuff for vegans, like food, clothing, like handbags, whatever. But they have this really amazing necklace, and it's a piece of kale, and it says, "I love kale." It has a little chicken, and it says, "I'm not a nugget." It's awesome. And I'm gonna get one for each and every one of us.
Do it. I'll wear the one
It's
that
gonna
says,
be like
I am not a nugget.
friendship necklaces, but it'll be kale and nuggets.
Gross.
yeah, I heard it here first.
Oh, brother.
I might be buzzed.
She might
Bruh.
be.
Hi,
It's
Dad.
the sediment.
This wine is
Hi,
really
Dad.
interesting. It is smoky for sure, and the sediment is kind of really
And-
sedimentary.
And
Just like
Really?
bacon is salty, but not
not too
Too
salty.
salty. Just salty enough.
Thankfully,
So,
I'm not going anywhere for an hour and a half.
This says deep ruby color with aromas
does
of
have that.
cassis,
You can
This
certainly
is
see
very
it.
oak,
deep
and
ruby
color.
black cherry fruit,
You
full-bodied
can't see
ripe,
through it.
with a well-balanced acidity and long, elegant finish.
You have a long, elegant finish.
So I've been told.
girl.
Grilled or barbecued meats, rich pasta dishes.
Yeah,
are
I
It's
can
good
definitely a
pairing.
summer wine.
It's
You
kind of
taste
like
it.
it has.
And I'm glad you chilled it. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
real.
In
For a
some
girl.
ways, you were talking about like pasta and so forth. I don't want to say it's exactly like a Chianti or something like that, but it's kind of got that kind of strong, boldness.
Pretty bold.
Of,
It's a
Sounds a little amber, kids.
full-bodied wine.
Put the lotion in the basket.
It
And
puts
then
the lotion in
It
the
puts
basket.
the wine
Yeah.
in the drink cup, and then it drinks it.
So
Well, this is not a wine glass. This is a drink.
She is officially buzzed.
Uh,
You're not driving.
no.
no.
she's
Yeah.
flying.
I'll drink my kombucha first.
Awesome.
There you go.
So are we
Sounds
wrapping
like a
this
good
up, or do
plan.
we have?
We got 4 minutes.
That's
we got
what
4 minutes. Okay,
Nathan's
so I have
last
one.
date
I have
asked
one
him.
last thing to share with the group.
Go.
So I read in the Sacramento Business Journal just recently, a day or two ago, about 2 of the Sacramento restaurants that made Open Table's list of the best service.
Okay.
However, as I read this, and of course it was about Sacramento, so it's kind of strange as I'm reading it, but
No.
they mentioned that the top spot in the nation went to a restaurant called Kai.
That's here.
Exactly. It's at
Wow.
Sheraton Wild Horse Pass in Chandler, Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
Have you been there?
No, but I know that
I've been to
they're.
Kai.
Who's
but
been there? Who's been there?
I've been
Nobody?
to the casino.
Well, I read this. Well, that's what. Yeah, Wild Horse Pass.
I think
That's
they're
the
one of the
casino.
highest. I think they're either the highest ranked
they beat
or
out
one of.
French Laundry.
That's
in Yountville.
crazy. We
I mean,
need to
well,
go.
I mean,
We need to
Those
get a
Native
sponsor
Americans-
to pay
so,
for us.
So their service
We're
level
working
is
on
off
it.
the
Chef there.
charts.
It's a really well-known chef.
Me.
I don't know. No,
It's me.
certainly not you. But anyway, so I think we need to take a little trip out there. I think we would love to hear from people who have been out there and have anything to say about it.
I'll start
We are
saving
going
my
to
change
need
now.
to take a cab or
Right.
have
Yeah, there's
Kelly.
no
Kelly will
light
drive
rail.
us.
Kelly.
Get Uber cab. Uber cab's my favorite.
No,
thing
Kelly
ever.
will drive us. But I think that it's worth a little field trip. So
I
especially
agree.
if it has such high ratings.
Oh my God, yeah. And I think also because I know I've been talking to someone who is part of F&B lately, that I think we're going to be starting as I knock
Oh,
over my
he's
wine.
drunk.
Joseph
Joe's
has
drunk.
been wasted.
I think hopefully in the next month or so we're going to start this maybe every other month kind of dinner out is going to be a new recording kind of
Yes.
thing, and expand our
And
repertoire.
if F&B is coming up soon, I can't wait because it's one of my favorite restaurants.
I have not been able to get there yet.
great
and I'm
experience.
so
I still
looking
haven't been
forward
there
to it.
either. I
Well, both
suck.
of us will be.
And let me tell you, as a vegetarian,
Celebrating.
you will love it. They really take care of vegetarians. I had some friends that were there the same night that we were doing a big wine dinner. Kathy and her partner were
Yep.
there, and
Calf.
they are
No, different
not
calf.
your calf.
Hey, other calf. Sup, girl?
And they really enjoyed
Yep.
it. Charlene did a fantastic job.
I was there about a month ago, and it was amazing.
Charlene, does she have red hair?
No.
Never
Yes.
mind.
more blondish kind of.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
She has a lot of tattoos.
On TripAdvisor,
She's pretty
Kai
awesome.
is number 2 ranking for 2012
Wow.
restaurants in Arizona.
That's awesome.
All right, I think that's up next, or very soon to next.
Something like that.
It's
All
been
right.
fun.
It's been a
I mean,
great
it started
time.
out as a
It's
train
been
wreck, but
sexy.
we'll get
Start
back.
out as
And
You know.
train
ended
wreck.
as a train.
Pile up.
On the
Just
rails.
a train.
Chugga.
Nathan's the
Choo-choo. Yes, he is.
As always, if you've got your own stories and comments about the show, send us an email at cheers@QTalkAmerica.com or leave us a voicemail at 888-791-9294.
Giddy up, kids. Give us a call.
Yeehaw!
Send us an email.
And
Hate
you
mail.
can
Send us
always-
hate mail.
Yeah, Nathan
Or
loves hate
send it
mail.
directly to
Especially when he talks
Nathan.
about-
He
Smoke
actually has a
signals.
tattoo that says "I heart hate mail."
It does.
It's his tramp stamp.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
I'll show you next
Ass
time.
antlers.
Otherwise, I'm Joe DeGanzik,
I'm Claudine Wessel.
I'm Meschelle Hornstein.
And I'm Nathan Trainer.
and this has been Cheers,
Eat.
Drink.
And be fabulous.
and we will talk to you next month.
Drink up, kids.
Slug it back.